Welcome back to Carscope. Today we're diving deep into one of the most exhilarating British sports cars ever made, the 2026 Jaguar F Type SVR. Now, Jaguar's F Type has long been celebrated for its timeless design and thrilling performance, and the SVR variant takes that legacy and turns it up to 11. This isn't just a pretty face, it's a performance machine built to compete with the world's best. So, buckle up and let's explore everything this beast has to offer. Right from the moment you lay eyes on it, the Jaguar F Type SVR grabs your attention. The front of this car is unmistakably wide, long, and aggressive. The grille sits large and commanding, with sharp angles that make the car look poised like a predator ready to strike. The headlights are sleek and sharply detailed, brimming with modern LED technology that gives the F Type an intense stare at night. The air intakes are bigger and more pronounced than lesser F Type trims, and you'll notice subtle venting and aerodynamic flourishes that hint at the performance under the skin. The hood isn't just for show either, its contours and vents do real work, helping keep the massive engine cool when you're pushing hard. Glancing along the side, the SVR cuts a stunning silhouette. The profile is low and muscular, with the roofline that gently tapers towards the rear, giving it that perfect blend of elegance and aggression. The doors are long, the hips are wide, and the wheels fill the arches with authority. Those wheels, atypically 28-inch multi-spoke alloys with performance tires, emphasize the car's sportiness. The muscle lines that run from front to rear catch the light beautifully and give the F Type an athletic stance even when it's standing still. The side mirrors are sleek and functional, with minimal drag and maximum aesthetic appeal. Overall, the side view is pure sculptural art, a classic Jaguar curves mixed with modern performance design cues. Turning around to the back of the car, the SVR's rear is just as impressive. The taillights are slim and wrap around the back in that signature F Type style, looking both futuristic and purposeful. The rear bumper is bold, with integrated vents and a diffuser that screams performance. When you look lower, you'll see the quad exhausts, two on each side, finished in polished metal that hints at the soundtrack this car is capable of. And trust me, that soundtrack is unforgettable. The rear spoiler isn't just for looks either, it provides real downforce, helping to keep the car planted at high speed and ensuring stability when you're on the limits. From every angle, this is a car that looks fast even when parked. Slide inside, and you enter a cockpit that's a beautiful blend of luxury and driver-focused ergonomics. The SVR's interior hosts richly appointed seats that hug you tightly during spirited cornering but remain comfortable for longer journeys. You're surrounded by premium materials, fine leathers, contrast stitching, and soft-touch surfaces throughout the cabin. The steering wheel feels perfect in your hands, thick, precise, and ready for action. Behind it, the digital gauge cluster comes to life with crisp, clear graphics that relay vital information at a glance. The center console houses Jaguar's touch infotainment system, which responds fluidly as you navigate through audio, navigation, and vehicle setups. Every control is within easy reach, and this is a cabin designed around the driver, not just for comfort, but for engagement. One of the most thrilling things about the SVR is what's under the hood. Powering this beautiful machine is a hand-built 5.0-liter supercharged V8 engine that produces ferocious horsepower and a soundtrack to match. With plenty of grunt on tap, the SVR accelerates with blistering force, launching from 0-60 in the blink of an eye. While exact figures for the 2026 model are tightly guarded, previous versions of the F Type SVR delivered around 575 horsepower and were capable of sprinting to 62 miles per hour in around 3.5 seconds or less, with top speed flirting near 200 miles per hour when properly equipped. Inverted question mark 1/2 What makes this car truly special isn't just raw numbers, but the way it delivers that power. A linear, addictive, and backed by an all-wheel drive system that keeps traction maximized when you bury the throttle. YouTube. The exhaust note is a symphony for the enthusiast. Deep growls at idle turn into a thunderous roar under acceleration, and with active valves that open to unleash the engine's true voice, every drive becomes an event. Whether you're on a twisty mountain road or cruising down a quiet highway, the F Type SVR makes its presence felt. The handling is confident and sharp, with the suspension tuned to strike a balance between firm performance and everyday comfort. This is not a car that punishes you on normal roads. Braking is strong and reassuring, with powerful calipers and discs that make slowing down as impressive as speeding up. Now let's talk about prices. The F Type SVR has always sat near the top of Jaguar's sports car lineup, and the 2026 model is no exception. While official pricing can vary by market, expect the SVR to command a premium, reflecting its performance, technology, and luxury. In many regions, the F Type SVR has traditionally started in the high five-figure to low six-figure range, and with limited production and increasing desirability of V8 sports cars in the modern era, it remains a collector's dream as much as a driver's car. Whether you're paying for a brand new example or sourcing a low-mileage used model, the SVR holds a special place in the market. A last hurrah for the naturally aspirated and supercharged V8 before the industry's shift toward electrification. To wrap up, the 2026 Jaguar F Type SVR is a spectacular machine. It combines the soul-stirring drama of a classic British performance car with modern tech and luxury. From the aggressive exterior that turns heads, to the refinement and driver-centric design of the interior, and that truly unforgettable performance. This is a car designed to be felt, not just driven. It's one of those rare vehicles that creates memories every time you hit the ignition button. And in a world moving rapidly toward electric propulsion, the F Type SVR stands as a reminder of the romance and excitement that internal combustion engines still offer. Thanks for watching Carscope. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Jaguar F Type SVR, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment telling us which feature you loved most. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep your wheels turning and your engines roaring.